Okay, so this is the coronal suture. This is the sagittal suture. This is the lambdoidal suture. And this is the occipital bone. This is the parietal bone. And this is the frontal bone. And over here is the temporal fossa. Then on my neck, this is the hyoid bone. This is the thyroid cartilage and the cricoid cartilage. This is the sternum, the clavicle, and the scapula. Okay. Then in here, this is also a part of the this is the olfactory foramina. This is the optic canal. This is the superior orbital fissure down there. This is the foramen rotundum. This is the foramen lacerum. This is the foramen ovale. This is the foramen spinosum. This is the internal acoustic meatus. This is the jugular foramen. And over here is the foramen magnum. And in here is the hypoglossal canal and foramen. And on the front, this is the glabella. This is the supraorbital fissure or notch. This is also the frontal bone still. This is the zygomatic bones. This is the maxillary bone. This is the canine fossa. This is the infraorbital foramen. Then inside the eye, this is the infraorbital canal and the infraorbital groove. And back here is the superior orbital fissure and the sphenoid bone. Over here is the ethmoid bone and the lacrimal bone. And here's the nasolacrimal foramen. This is the nasal bone. Inside the nose, this is the vomer. And to the side, this is the inferior nasal concha. And then in this eye, this is the palatine bone. And on the mandible, this is the mandible. There's the mental foramen. And then on the inside of the mandible, there's the mandibular foramen back there. This right here is the temporal bones. Back here is the occipital bone, and there's the superior neutral line and the inferior neutral line, and then between those is the external occipital protuberance. So on the bottom, this is still a part of the palatine bones, this white area. And this right here is the incisive foramen, and then the median palatine suture is this line, and then 28 is the transverse palatine suture, and over here is the greater palatine foramen, this hole, and still in here it's the palatine bones. Over here is the pterygoid fossa. And then this is the pterygoid canal. Over here is the articular fossa. This is the pharyngeal tubercle. This is the foramen magnum. This is the hypoglossal canal and foramen. This is the jugular foramen. This is the carotid canal and foramen right there. And 40 is the foramen lacerum right here. Is the pterygoid canal right here. This is the foramen ovale. This is the foramen spinosum. This is the spine of the sphenoid right here. This is the styloid process. This is the stylomastoid foramen. This is the petrotympanic fissure. And this is the external acoustic meatus. Over here is the mastoid process. And over here is the squamosal suture. And then up in here, I don't know if you can see it. Good job. See that? There, right there. This right here is the infratemporal fossa. And the pterygopalatine fossa right there. And then on this side, this is the hamulus. This is the posterior superior alveolar foramen. This is the pterygomaxillary fissure. This is the sphenopalatine foramen. And up here, up there is the foramen rotundum. And I believe that is everything.